Two senior government ministers, zero answers on the key question of who made the decision to use private security guards in quarantine hotels. Police Minister Lisa Neville told the inquiry Emergency Management Commissioner Andrew Crisp first raised the issue shortly after the program was announced by the Prime Minister, and that a decision had already been made without consulting police.
Would you have expected that a decision about who the front line of security would be for an operation of this kind would have been a decision made either by or in consultation with the Chief Commissioner?
My expectation would that it should have been made in consultation with the Chief Commissioner.
What would have been your expectation about whether you were informed or consulted about the merits of competing proposals?
If there had been any serious consideration of Victoria Police playing a significant role in hotel quarantine program, it is my view I would have been consulted.
On the issue of the ADF, Ms Neville says they were not used because they lacked enforcement powers. She expressed frustration at first learning of a request for ADF help in June by reading the front page of the Herald Sun.
I was still slightly cranky about the fact that I had discovered this via the whole thing via the Herald Sun article just after midnight. So I think I was partly knowing how when I used 2 exclamation marks indicates that. I was still relatively annoyed about it. As you can see, I then, move on and say, okay, take the Chief Commissioner through it. But look, there's no question, and again, it's not a criticism.
On the issue of responsibility, Jobs Minister Martin Pakula pointed his finger squarely at the Department of Health and Human Services. That's in stark contrast to what the Health Secretary has said, that responsibility is shared between all of those involved in the program. Mr Pakula adding in hindsight that it would have been better for the Health Department to deal with contracts instead of his own.
I agree that it would be preferable for the agency which has overall responsibility to have the contractual management responsibility. I think that would have been better.
The inquiry will next hear from Health Minister Jenny Mikakos before Premier Daniel Andrews takes the stand on Friday. Patrick Murrell, Sky News, Melbourne.